So Tinder has a new height filter, and guys can't stop whining about it. More specifically, Matt Walsh cannot stop whining about it despite the fact that he is married.
Tinder is leaning into dating apps' reputation for superficiality with the launch of a new feature that lets paid subscribers add their height preferences to their profiles. After a Reddit user posted a photo of the new height setting in the Tinder app, a company spokesperson confirmed to TechCrunch that the discovery setting has been launched as a global test.
Nobody should actually be using dating apps, right? It's pointless. The odds of success, whether you're a guy or a girl, are statistically very less.
So they're adding a height preference. And this is a feature for women, obviously. I mean, men can use it too, I guess, but women are the ones concerned about height. I've never met a man who cares about a woman's height.
Not true at all. That's the biggest lie that has been sold to people these days. That men don't care about height. Maybe you don't care about a woman who's shorter than you, but what if a woman's taller than you, motherfucks? What if a woman is 6 feet 2? Would you not care then? You probably would. Guys usually don't want a woman who's taller than them. Similarly, women don't want a guy who's shorter than them. Sounds even to me, man. It really does. And guys in general are taller than women.
I mean, if she's freakishly tall or something, like if she's taller than me, you know, that might be an issue for some guys.
He already just contradicted himself. He said taller than me, but then instead of saying then that would be an issue for me, he's like, oh, that would be an issue for some guys, because he didn't want to contradict himself so clearly. Instead of just cutting that bit off, he decided to upload that for some reason. I don't know why. I am so sick of people whining about height preference, man. It's superficial, obviously, but dating is superficial, man. That's the truth. At least in the beginning stages, it is superficial. What can you do? That's the world. That's how it has always been. And don't act like if not for the height preference, they're gonna be fucking brass flying around all over your house or something. That's not gonna happen, right? It's gonna be the same. Imagine Matt Walsh on Tinder, right? And be honest to yourself, irrespective of the height filter or not. Be fucking honest to yourself. Do you really think it makes a difference for him? It really doesn't, man. And that's the point. It doesn't make a difference. Practice some radical acceptance.
Men are thinking about with respect to women. So this is a feature for women to filter out, or at least get recommendations that filter out short guys. And as I said, this is just more evidence for why you shouldn't be on the dating apps in the first place. We've already talked about how the deck is stacked against men on the dating apps.
Yeah, true. Nobody should be on dating apps. Absolutely not. And that's not the reason you shouldn't be on dating apps. That's one of the reasons you can argue, but that's not the real reason. The real reason is because it's just not authentic, man. It's not authentic. You're likelier to meet a better person if you go out and meet people in real life instead of meeting someone through dating apps.
And the women get, on average, much more attention than men get.
That's true in real life as well. So what's your point? As I said, that's a stupid reason. Because that's true in real life as well, man. So according to that logic, you should just not date at all because women get more attention than men. What the fuck is he saying, man?
Having a bias against women who are severely overweight is much more reasonable than having a bias against men who are short, because a man's height is not a choice.
It doesn't matter, man. And I'll tell you why it doesn't matter. First of all, I don't think that women are as likely to repulse a guy who's short as men are to repulse a woman who's overweight. Also, women don't like overweight guys as well. So that's there too. That's a completely different thing. It's like, if you're a guy, imagine this, right? A woman who's freakishly tall, but she's healthy, right? She's fit and healthy, compared to a woman who's not tall, but she's overweight. Which woman are you gonna prefer? I think it's the same for women. A short guy is not gonna be seen with the same lens as an overweight guy. An overweight guy is equivalent to an overweight woman. So this is not a good argument, man. I don't know why he is whining so much about short guys.
If you're going to allow those specifications on the site, then you should also allow it for weight.
If someone's not catfishing, you can actually see and easily tell if a person is overweight or not. So is there really a filter that you need? I mean, you're doing an extra few left swipes, but that's it. And I'm not saying it's okay to be so fucking specific about height, by the way. Let me be very clear. I'm saying all of this is superficial nonsense and no one should be on dating apps. That's what I'm saying. But since we are talking about it, I just don't see why it's a big deal. I really don't. Like, if a woman doesn't want to date a guy who's 5'6", she's not gonna do it anyway. So it's just that her job's not gonna be easier. What difference does it make if there is a filter or not? Because there is a filter in the mind, which is eventually gonna come to play. So why the fuck does it matter, man? Same goes with overweight people. If you don't want to date an overweight person, you're not gonna date an overweight person even if you match with one. What difference does it make if you match with one or not in that case?
That would be seen as some sort of attack on women. That would be seen as, then we'd have this whole thing about body positivity. Even though, again, it's a lot more important. Body positivity is mostly a nonsense concept because it's applied so often to things that are actually flaws that are changeable. And so you shouldn't be positive about them. You should try to change them. But if body positivity could be legitimately applied to anything, it'd be something like height. If you're a short guy, you should just be positive about it. And this is the body God gave you. You can't change it.
That's something I agree with, actually. Being overweight is not positive at all. And if you're short, it doesn't matter. And I don't think most of the guys genuinely give a flying fuck about it, man. A lot of short guys I've met in real life, they fucking joke about being short, man. Not all the time, obviously, but they don't care, man. Most of the normal people out there, outside of this internet spectrum, man, I promise you, they don't give a fuck. But he's kind of going on a completely different tangent now. The point of this video is that it doesn't matter if there is a height filter or not. People should stop whinging. Guys should definitely stop whining about it because it doesn't matter. No one gives a fuck, right? As you whine all the time, no one gives a fuck, but you still whine about it. And I'm not trying to bully anybody by saying, hey, no one gives a fuck. What I am saying is that if you really believe no one gives a fuck, why are you whining? That's contradiction. That's all I'm saying. If someone's not dating you because of your height, deal with it, man. Deal with it, not the end of the world. There are a lot of aspects about life which have got nothing to do with height. Enjoy them more. And that doesn't mean it doesn't suck if people are not dating you because of your height, but it's just that. Practice radical acceptance.